So you want to get into Duel Links? Well, this is a video for you, and this is a channel for you. Welcome. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jayden-YGO, and it's been a while, mainly a week, since I last uploaded. And I apologize for that. In that time, I've been able to come up with a new series, and I planned this out as well. I planned this video out all the way, except for the EX Trader. My bad. And in this video, in this series, I'm gonna start fresh, make a new account. I'm making this series mainly for beginners, but if you want to get back into the game, you can make a new account, or you can start off where you left off. But for the most part, if you're a returning player, these few first episodes of the series won't really apply to you because you have already started. So this is for beginners. The first like 5 episodes are gonna be for beginners. It's simple, and I'm just gonna go over all the mechanics of the game. Mainly because it can be intimidating starting fresh, especially 3 years after the game has released. There's so many boxes, so many things to do. You're like, oh my god, how do I build a deck? How do I build a competitive deck? Don't worry, that's what I'm here for. This series will be free to play. I will not spend money on this account. I will spend money on my other account, which is the one I use for Road to Kingdom Games. This is going to be a free to play series. Okay? And that's about it. Before watching this video though, I want you to make sure to do a couple of things, mainly like 10 things. They're not major except for one of them, but these 10 things I want you to keep in mind before watching this video. So if you're a new player, get to stage 10 in the OG world, okay? As you can see, there are 4 series in the game currently. Later on, more will be added, 5Ds, Zexal, so on and so forth. I don't want to talk about the trash series, even though Zexal is kind of trash. So, get to stage 10 of this world with Yami-Yugi. Any stage before that is just, they're easy missions. I'm pretty sure you can do them. You can figure out how to do them easily. If you have trouble, you can search them up. Okay. Next thing is do every single character unlock mission. So if you go to your missions at stage 10, you'll see events, world, and special. In the world tab, as you can see, I have no character unlock missions. Do these, but only for this world, only for duel monsters. Okay. Next thing is do not buy packs. So when you make a new account, you get free gems, and as you get to stage 10, you level up characters, you get gems. Do not use them. I'll go over them. What are the best boxes to buy when you're a new player in a future episode. Okay, claim all your rewards. How do you claim your rewards? I'm pretty sure you guys probably figured this out, but if you go to in the middle, top middle left, well top middle actually, top middle, you'll see this treasure box, this weird box with an eye. I like to call it the Millennium Box, okay? I'm not sure if that's the proper name, even though I've seen the anime, but as you can see, you have tickets. With tickets, you can obtain cards or a skill with a skill ticket. Do not use this. I will go over what to use these on, and I'm pretty sure as days go by, you get more tickets when you're a new player. So right now, if we go to information, and we go to this KCGT celebration, as you can see, throughout the days when you're a new player, or you're a returning player, you get tickets. You get UR ticket, UR dream ticket. Claim all of those within the 6 days. I will go over how to use them and what are the best cards to get. Okay, defeat the vagrants. So at an earlier stage, before getting to stage 10, you were able to purchase a free use of the vagrants. What are vagrants? Vagrants are characters that you buy with money. It's like for the first time. And these have reward multipliers. As you can tell that when you face them, you saw a little multiplier like times 5, times 7. For each duel, you get 500 XP, and they have a multiplier on them. They're fairly easy to defeat, and that's about it. You defeat them because you get XP, and use them on only one character. Only use them on a certain character. I don't know if you guys I don't know if at the time you had any characters unlocked already when you bought the vagrants, but use them on a specific character. don't use them on like multiple different characters. Use them on one character. As you can see, I got Yami-Yugi pretty high level with the Vagrants. That's about it. Okay, another thing is find motivation to play this game. Go look at other people who play this game, not just myself, who have good decks. Okay, find motivation. Look at videos where they're destroying with the decks. You might not know how to use the decks, but as you watch these videos, you'll know what kind of deck you like. You know what cards you want to save up for. What is a good deck in the meta right now, in the top tiers. Okay, find motivation, because at these early stages, you know, you're back into the game, you're fresh, or maybe you're a returning player, you don't have good cards, and yes, it will suck because you have to grind. You have to grind to get these cards, and it is tedious, but it'll be worth it in the end if you find motivation and you get the good cards and you're fighting competitively and maybe even in tournaments. Okay, so now that we've gone over what things you guys need to do before watching this video, now we're gonna go over the 4 tabs. The 4 tabs at the bottom. You have the gate, the PvP arena, the shop, and Duel Studio. And we're gonna go over what is on each of these tabs. Okay. We're not gonna go over stage missions or any of the information up above or the Karibo in the right side of the screen. We're gonna go over them at a later date. So, if we start off at the gate. At the gate, you'll be able to duel legendary duelists at the cost of special gate keys, okay? Each character has their own color key. Yami-Yugi has black, Joey Wheeler has red, My Valentine has green, and Taya Gardner has blue. You unlock more characters as you go up in the stages. You can duel them at different levels, and you can even switch what duelists you want to face. So right now I'm in the Yu-Gi-Oh world, the OG one. You have Dark Side of Dimensions, Generation X, and 5Ds. Okay. If you're grinding for XP, if you want to level up a character, duel them at level 10 with reward multiplier times 3. I haven't unlocked that yet, but use it at the highest reward multiplier you have unlocked. Mainly because it doesn't matter what level you duel them at. When you win the duel or you lose the duel, you gain the same amount of XP, 500 when you win, 250 when you lose. So always use reward multiplier by 3 at level 10 for XP, because again, it doesn't matter. So at different levels you get different rewards. Mainly at low levels you get the same rewards for each character. Each character has their own specific rewards. Mainly the rare cards are the same. Some rare cards are unique to this character. They also give ultra rare cards and secret rare cards. At higher levels, the chances are higher to get the drop rewards. At level 40, which is you unlock later on, you're able to obtain cards that are the cards at a level 40 character. The cards are only ultra rares or secret rares specific to that character. And you get keys by dueling or events or rewards. Next thing is duel trials. Okay. In duel trials, you go to loner deck duels. These are decks that are free to use for this challenge only. When you win with this deck, you get a reward of 30 gems, except for the first one. Actually, we have daily loner challenge. You get 3 gems per day if you win with a deck. And this list, decks are updated. Well, decks are uploaded actually as new boxes come out. The most recent box was Infernity Destruction. So that's about it. Next you have duel quizzes. Duel quizzes, there are 3 different levels, level 1 being the easiest. When you complete them, you get 15 gems, except for a couple of different ones, you get a card. But for the most part, you get 15 gems for each. You can search up how to do these, but level 1s and 2s are easy to do. Level 3s are a little bit more complicated. You have to use combos for a specific deck. You guys can actually learn how to do them, or you can search up how to do them. Next you have tutorial. Tutorials is self-explanatory. I don't really need to go over that. Next, in the gate, you have your EX Trader. So with your EX Trader, you're able to buy cards, special items, or chips, or again special items that are specific to an event that's currently going, that is currently live. So the current live event is Duelist Road Crash Town, I believe. And when you do the event, whatever task you might need to do, or however the mechanic works with the event, you get EX Jewels. With these EX Jewels, you are able to buy these items or cards that you need. For the most part, most of the events that start you get access to, you have the ability to get the cards that are potentially useful for a top tier deck. That's what Konami does. They release an event. The cards that you can get during the event are usually good cards that lead to a top tier deck. So you can get these special items. I will go over these at a later date. You can get skill chips. I'll go over skills at a later date. You get items for the specific events. So for Crash Town, you get the specific item. Then you get the cards that are specific to the event. And as of right now, the Infinity deck is looking to be a promising deck, and maybe even top tier. It's unclear yet, but hopefully it will be. You can get normal rare cards, secret rares, ultra rares. You can get coins. I will go over what coins are at a later video as well. The next thing is the PvP arena. We're gonna go to the PvP arena. You have ranked duels. I will go over ranked duels at a later date. It's a lot to go over, but I will go over them. You have duel room. You can make special duel rooms. You can create or enter one. You can spectate, or then you have what is a duel room. So when you make one, there's a specific code. You can share it with random people on a Discord, or you can share it with your friends, and you can duel your friends, possibly make a little tournament. You have casual duels, which is just it's basically just ranked duels, but it's not ranked duels. You're not ranked, but you can just duel for fun. You have friend duels where you duel your friends. You have replays, which is just replays of any replay that you have saved, and you have PvP results by region, but I don't really use that, so that's about it. That's about it for the PvP arena. Next we have the shop. The shop is where you get cards or special items. So you have 5 tabs when you get into this. You have must buys. These are mainly in the must buys. You have the sales that are currently going, or the newest box or structure deck, and sometimes there's a featured structure deck box as well. Next you have boxes. There are main boxes and mini boxes. Main boxes usually have more cards. Mini boxes usually have less cards. Okay, so if you press on any random box, each box contains ultra rares, secret rares, rares, and normal cards or common cards. Okay, for ultra rares there are only 1 card of each. Okay, secret rares there are 2, and for rares there are 6. For normal there are between 6 to 9 of each card. We'll buy packs at a later date. You can also, the way you get packs is by using your gems, or you can use money. Sometimes there's a sale going on where you spend money and you get a guaranteed secret rare or a guaranteed ultra rare. Again, for money. So that's about it for this, for the boxes, I believe. Just making sure I got everything. Okay. Oh, you can, when the box runs out of cards, you can reset the box. But what I suggest is when you stick to a specific box, you want to get rid of all the ultra rares that are in the box, or you want to obtain, not get rid of, but you want to obtain all the cards in the ultra rare box. Once you get all the ultra rares, you can reset the box and get the ultra rares again. Secret rares you'll get a ton of, so it doesn't matter if the secret rares are empty or not. Okay, next is the decks. So these are decks that Konami releases, I believe, every 4 months or every 3 months. So when they're released, these decks are, so far, these decks have provided top tier cards, or cards that are used in top tier decks, or if they even provide cards for a current deck and make that deck even better. You can buy these decks 3 times, 3 different ways. Okay, so one of them is with gems. Okay, you can only buy the box with gems once. You can buy them with money twice. Okay, so each deck has a, like, these shiny tab, right? It's $4. You get the deck plus a release celebration, which is, I believe, the card sleeves or the card mat. for the deck. That's $4, and then usually these are $7, and then to get the special release, it's $4. You can buy them. You can buy each of them 3 times. And again, usually they're released every 3 to 4 months, or I believe 2. They release them quite often, and they contain really valuable cards. If you're playing on a budget, if you want to play this game on a budget, do not use your money on boxes, okay? Again, this series is free to play, but if you want to spend money, I suggest going on a budget. Every time a box is released, buy them with gems, of course, but you can use your money, only $11 each. Okay. Then you have items, regular inventory. Okay, right here you can buy Vagrants, Bonus Duelist, and the Master Gate Key. I will not go over these at all during this video. I went over the Vagrant and the Bonus Duelist in my learning how to gain XP fast in my video a couple months ago. And the Master Gate Key, useless, do not even buy it, okay? Useless, don't buy it. Then you have customization. Right here you can buy card sleeves with gems or money, or you can also buy game mats with gems and or money. Then you have special bundles, okay? These provide cards from a certain pack. So as you see, the starter set contains monsters for ritual summoning. Then you have the Paleozoic Canadia, which contains packs specific from Infinity Destruction, as well as your Cosmic Cyclone. These are cards that you get guaranteed, and you get a pack from the specific you get packs from the most current box, but you can only buy each of these once. I believe you can only buy each of them once. Okay. If you're not free to play, you want to spend money on this video, I recommend buying the Cosmic Cyclone and the Paleozoic Canadia. These are stable cards in multiple top tier decks. You can also buy the Sphere Karibo if you're up for it, but Sphere Karibo I think is fairly easy to get. I don't recommend the Super Rush Headlong. I don't believe that's used at all. Maybe the Mirror Wall, but that's up to you. I say you don't use it personally. Also, in any structure deck, you see purchase history. You can see everything you've bought. I bought a few packs because of the tutorial. They make you buy stuff. You can buy things with the deck editor. The deck editor I'll go over. You also have access to it, but we're going to go over that in a bit. That's about it for the shop. Next, but not least, you have Duel Studio. This is the last thing we're going to go over for this video. For the Duel Studio, you have your deck editor. Right here, you have access to all your cards, okay? Before we get into the deck editing, for each character, when you level them up to a specific level, you have 4 deck slots for each character. You can buy more with money, I believe. I don't think you can buy them with gems. I'm not sure with what you buy them with. I'm pretty sure it's just money. You can't buy them with gems. You get 4 for each character. You can buy them again if you want. That's up to you. Okay, so let's go to deck editing. I will go over how to make a deck in future episodes, but for now I'll just go over it briefly. So here you'll get to see your favorite cards if you mark them as your favorite. And let me drink some water because I'm running out of air. Okay, so here you have access to all your cards that you've obtained. Favorites, monsters, spells, traps in your extra deck. Your extra deck are special monsters that are specific for the deck: Fusion, Synchro, and that's it. Later on they will add XCs and etc. You can filter them any way you want based on for monsters you can filter them by type, attribute, card type, level, and effect, rarity, the ban list, which we'll go over later, and or the glossy / prismatic filter. For spells it's different. You can filter a spell for the 6 different types. You can filter the trap card, you can filter the effect, and the same thing goes for rarity, the ban list, or the glossy and prismatic. You can filter them by popular cards. So when you press the popular cards obviously will show up. Okay, sorry for that interruption. For some reason my audio recording stopped. Where was I? When you filter with popular cards, obviously, sorry, I'll go over this again. You'll see the popular cards, but if you don't have these cards, they will appear, but they will appear in a black and gray form. These are popular cards that are popular for specific decks or popular for different decks as well. Then you can also search them by text. You can filter them by the date obtained and all of these. You also have your skill. Each character has their skill, but we're going to go over this at a later video as well when it comes to deck editing. You can auto build deck, and you can also change the sleeves and the mat. You can easily wipe the deck with a trash can, and you have lock this deck, which means you cannot edit this deck at all. I will not lock it. Okay, that is deck editor. Next, you have the card catalog. The card catalog contains every card you have, where you can convert them to special things, and I will not go over them yet. I just remembered that I forgot something at the shop. But anyway, you'll get access to all your cards here, where you can convert them to special items. But before I go over the card catalog, I forgot. I did not go over the card trader at the shop. The card trader, you can get specific cards. You unlock some of the cards at different stages. You unlock the ultra rares at stage 17. But you can obtain secret rares, normal cards. You can also buy keys here at the card trader. You have a skill lottery. Each character has your skill. Purchase this, and you get a random skill from them. We'll go over skills later. You have regular inventory. These are cards that the card trader always has. You can upgrade your cards to the different types of foils there is. I don't recommend it though. Each of these cards, you can only buy them once per day. You can buy each item once per day, but that's a waste. Not all of the cards are worth it. The way you buy these cards are with your coins and special items. Okay. Each monster has their rarity stone down here. You'll see the bottom left, the required items has the stone for the rarity. So you have the rare rarity, you have the secret rare rarity stone, and you have the type. So as you can see, the attribute. The attribute stone. I believe that's what I don't know if that's what it's called, but the attribute stone. As you can see, this crystal beast emerald turtle has an attribute of water and has a water stone. You get these by converting cards in a card catalog, which I will go over in a bit, even though I already went over it sort of. Okay. Each of these you obtain with special items or special stones, the keys as well. You can convert your normal keys into the color keys. Now that we went over that, we can go over the card catalog. So, as I said before, in the card catalog, you see every single card you have and or cards you don't have. You can search for cards here and find out how to obtain them. Okay, you can convert these cards into the special items. So if I were to convert this card, I can convert any of them because they're in a deck. You can't convert cards that are currently in a deck. But if I were to convert this, I would get a rarity stone. I believe one. You can filter them any way you want, just like in the deck editor. You can filter them as owned. And we'll go over this more in depth later on, probably not, I'm not sure. You have your skill list. These are all the skills in the game. You obtain them through specific missions, and again, I will go more in depth and how to use them later in the video when it comes to deck editing. You have a dual column. Okay. If you were to read this, you would complete a lifetime mission, but just read it and you get a SR ticket. You have the KC report, which is not really important. You have customization, where you can view all of the deck, all of the game ads and card sleeves you have. But I don't have any right now. I believe I don't have any, but you can see all of them and you can see you obtain them by leveling up characters. Sometimes there are special game mats for events. You have your summoning animation list. So right here, these are cards in a game that have animation when you summon them with a certain character. So if I were to click on this first monster, right, Ancient Fairy Dragon, how to obtain, that's where I'm able to obtain it. And how to view, I have to summon it with Luna, a character in 5Ds, but I don't have her unlocked yet. All of these are cards that you have unlocked yourself, and you can figure out how to summon them, or you can figure out how to obtain them. And that's about it for this first episode of getting the Duel Links guides, episode 1 for beginners. The first few episodes are going to be for beginners once again. And that is it for this video. I went over all the different tabs and what each of things do. And one thing I did not go over, mainly because it's self-explanatory, is if you want to play in a ranked duel, instead of just going to the PvP arena, you can just click on this icon and you can do it right away. You can use a results booster or XP booster, and I've explained what an XP booster is for learning how to gain XP fast. That's about it for this video. In the next video we will talk about, I actually don't know yet. What should the next video be about? For the next video, we will learn how to build a deck, or maybe, I believe, I will go over, we will buy cards and we will build a deck. We'll go over what are the best ways to use them. We will also go over how to use your tickets. Okay, we'll explain how to use these tickets, but I'll probably, buying the card shop probably won't be available. The episode when I buy the cards with the gems won't be available till later when I get every single ticket in a week. In a week, there will be a new Duel Links guide episode, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next time. I hope this video helped you out getting started. Okay, again, don't feel intimidated, because I am here to help and guide you. Alright, see you guys in the next time.